G'day guys and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video I will be giving you my 2024 AFL ladder predictions using the Squiggle ladder predictor. Absolutely love Squiggle. I think it's a great program. It's one of my favorites to use, and I hope they bring in some NRL ones doing it this way, because I really do like it. Yeah, without further ado, let's jump straight in. Last year's ladder prediction was horrible. I did not do great at all, so hopefully we can improve this season. But before we jump in, I just want to talk on some of the teams and how I think they're going to go. So Adelaide, I think they're going to massively improve. Lions, I think they'll stay around the same. Same with Carlton. And Collingwood will still be up there around that top four. I think Essendon, Fremantle and Geelong will all have drop-offs. I think the Suns will improve. I think GWS will be up around the top 8, maybe in this sort of section. I think Hawthorn will improve. I think Melbourne will slightly drop off. I think North Melbourne will have a good season. I think Port Adelaide will drop off a little bit. I think Richmond will fall quite a bit. I think St Kilda will fall out of that top 8. I think Sydney will have an amazing season. And West Coast will definitely improve. And I think Western Bulldogs will stay around that 7th to 12th mark. All right, so let's jump in. I won't talk too much about each of the games. We'll just give our picks. I think the Lions at the Gabba will be extremely good. I think the Suns will have a really strong season. Yeah, very excited to see how these all finish. I don't want to talk too much on each game because obviously, it's going to be a long video regardless. So, yeah, we'll see how everything sort of pans out. GWS against North Melbourne. I think GWS get a good win there. Sorry about the neighbour's dog as well. She's just chirping away next door, so I do apologise if that is getting picked up on the audio. I think we'll see that. Gold Coast against Adelaide. That should be a good win there for the Suns, I think. I think the Suns will start the season very strong. Yeah. I do think the Eagles will have a very good season this year, injury permitting, that is. Freo. The Lions. I think the Lions will put on a cricket score against Freo. I really think Freo. That'll be my pick for the wooden spoon unless something changes here. I think they'll only win like 2 to maybe 5 games this season. That'll be there. And you can hear the dog going. I do apologise about this blood. Oh, that's not going to happen. I do apologise about the dog going crazy. Not much I can do, unfortunately. So, yeah, they've left the dog by herself. So, she got a little bit of anxiety, I think. So, that is not good. And really, really hoping this doesn't get picked up on the audio, because I'm trying to do some work here and get back into recordings. So, yeah, fingers crossed. All right. Now, obviously, this is just subject to my opinion. You guys will probably have a differing opinion to me, and that is A-okay. You're obviously entitled to your opinion. Please just be respectful. Let me know why you disagree with some of my picks. Drop it down below in the comments. I would genuinely love to hear from you. Let me know what your ladder prediction is for 2024 as well. That is something I would love to hear. I love seeing other people's predictions. I think it's great that everybody's got a voice, everybody's got an opinion. I really do think that that is awesome. And I really do think that this sort of stuff brings the community together. So please do drop your predictions down below. All right, D's, I think we'll get a win there. Dogs, I think we'll see a decent win there. Yep. West Coast at home, I think get a win there. Actually, no, I think Saints win that one. Good win there. Carlton with a good win. Lions, I think, will be pretty big victors there. I do think West Coast will have a big season. I think they'll have a massively improved season. Same with North Melbourne and Hawthorn as well. Richmond won't win that, I don't think. This will be a close game, I reckon. It always seems to be. We'll go GWS there. Port Adelaide against St Kilda. Power win that one. I think we'll see an upset there. North Melbourne getting the win there. We'll have a look at the ladder after round 10, 15, 20, and then 23. So that's what I'm aiming to do, is see where everything's at after that. Yep, happy to do that. Yeah, I think that'll be a strong win for the Suns. Oh, I forgot about the bloody gathering. I didn't look at... That's alright. It is what it is. Tis what it is. I think that was like round 7 or something, or round 4. Can't remember what the gathering is this season. That's alright. It is what it is. I'll put my picks in. I'm not going to go back and change it now. Let me know if you disagree with them though. St Kilda and North Melbourne. I think the Saints can get up there. Demons. I think this will be a decent win there for West Coast. Richmond get their first win of the season. Dogs with a good win there. I think the Lions will get a good win there. Maybe not that good. We'll go there. Yep, I think Carlton win that one. I think we will see a close win there for Port Adelaide. I think Sydney win that one comfortably. I think we'll see a close win there for the Hawks. Essendon and GWS, I think the Giants win that one. Close win there for Richmond. Then we'll see a big win there. Adelaide come back, and we've got round 10. All right, so the ladder at the moment, Sydney, Carlton, Gold Coast and Port Adelaide make up the top 4, with Brisbane, Collingwood, GWS and the Western Bulldogs rounding at the top 8. So, yeah, this is sort of where I'd be sitting at. Yeah, maybe. I think there's definitely some of these teams that could slot into the top 8 with ease, though. So at round 15, we'll look at the ladder again and compare the pair, I guess. All right, Lions, very good win here. Essendon over. Yeah, I think Essendon at home should get the job done there. Port Adelaide, yep. I think we'll see Sydney win that one. That'll be an easy win. I think we will see an upset here. Carlton, I think we'll get a good win over the Suns. I think GWS put on a pretty good score there. Richmond against Essendon. I think it'll be a Richmond win there. Hawthorn against the Lions. I think the Lions should win that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was an upset. 24-point win for the Demons. We've then got we'll say a pretty decent win there for Adelaide. I'm going to say Port Adelaide get a win over Carlton. Collingwood should get a good win there. Hawthorn against Adelaide at the G. I'm going to go Hawthorn. I'm going to go West Coast in that one. Geelong against Richmond. I think it'll be close, but I'm going to go Geelong. Melbourne should get a pretty convincing win there. Actually, I think it'll be a bit more. We'll see an over 50-point win there. Adelaide, I think we'll get a good win there. Bulldogs by 8 over the Lions. Hawthorn, no, that won't be that much. I don't think Hawthorn can win that one though. And West Coast get the job done over the Kangaroos. I think St Kilda with a win over the Suns. I think we'll see the Swans get a good win over the Cats. This will be a cracker. Big win for the Lions. Western Bulldogs against Freo. I think the Dogs win that one. I think we'll see Richmond win that one. I think we'll see Adelaide win that one. Collingwood should win that one. GWS should win that one. All right, round 15. So top 4, Sydney, Collingwood, Carlton, Brisbane. I think that's pretty good there so far. GWS, Port Adelaide. Gold Coast, Port Adelaide, Melbourne. I like that so far. And then you've sort of got Adelaide, Western Bulldogs and St Kilda, who are all fighting for that top 8 spot. Right, we will stop at round 20. Oh, that'll be a bigger win, in my opinion. I think that'll be a win there for Port Adelaide. GWS in a close one over Sydney. Melbourne with a good win there over the Kangas. Essendon, I think they'll get a good win over West Coast. Freo I reckon they'll get tailed up by the Suns. Good win for the Lions. I think we'll see a close win there for the Cats. I think it'll be a close game, but I do see the Suns winning that one. I'm going to tip North Melbourne in a bit of an upset here. There's obviously upsets, guys. Like, you might be saying this team would never beat this team, but there's always upsets. So obviously there are going to be some in at my predictions. I do think Carlton win that one though. I think St Kilda get a win over Port Adelaide. Sydney with a big win there. I think it'll be close with Adelaide winning that one. I think West Coast will get a win there. And we'll see the Lions with a 28-point win there at home. Collingwood should get a big win there. Closer game, but the Cats with a win over Hawthorn. I think GWS at home with a win there. Melbourne get a good win over West Coast. I think we will see a close one, but a win for the Suns. St Kilda against Sydney, that's an interesting one. Do you think the Saints can win that one? Port Adelaide with a good win over the Western Bulldogs. At home, I think Fremantle can get the job done there over Richmond. Collingwood with probably a 30-point win would be better. I'm going to say 11-point win there for the Suns. I think Hawthorn get the job done there. Melbourne against Essendon. Melbourne should get a pretty comfortable win there. Richmond, I think, will lose to the Giants. Sydney with a big win over North Melbourne. I'm going to go 2-point win there for the Western Bulldogs. Adelaide with a 23-point win. I do think the Lions will beat West Coast. I don't think it'll be an absolute flogging, but I do think they will get the job done. Brisbane then back it up with a good win at the Gabba. Carlton against North Melbourne. I think Carlton win that one. I'm going to go... No, I think Adelaide do beat Essendon. I think we'll go Bulldogs by 7 in that one. GWS against the Suns. I think the Giants win that. Hawthorn against Collingwood. I don't think Hawthorn get the upset there. I think St Kilda will beat West Coast. I think Port Adelaide with a 15-point win over Richmond. That'll be a big win for the D's in my opinion. And we're on to round 20. That was round 19, correct? Yes. Okay, good. So on to round 20. The ladder at the moment, Collingwood, Brisbane, Sydney, GWS. Pretty good top 4 in my opinion, with the Suns, Carlton following very close behind. It is a very tight contest. Melbourne and Port Adelaide round out the top 8, and Adelaide are really holding on. They want to make that 8. Carlton, I think, will get the win. They're moving them right up into second, so good win for them. This will be a very good game. I think the Lions do take it from the Suns at Carrara, though. Metricon Stadium. Melbourne against GWS. The D should get the win there. North Melbourne against Geelong. I reckon North Melbourne get a really, really good win there. St Kilda against Essendon should be a good win for the Saints. Sydney against the Dogs. I think Sydney get a good win there. Adelaide should get a decent win there. I reckon West Coast get a good win over the Dockers. I'm going to go Collingwood with a decent win there. I think we'll see Essendon win that one. Geelong against Adelaide. Adelaide should win that. I think GWS will win that one. I reckon North Melbourne win that. I'm going to say a close win there for the Saints over the Lions. We'll go 9-point win for Melbourne. Port Adelaide, I think, at home should get the job done. I think we'll see a good win for the Suns. The Lions at the Gabba, I do think they'll go undefeated at the Gabba. Carlton against Hawthorn. This should be a pretty decent win for Carlton. This will be a closer one in my opinion, but I do think we will see the Suns get away with that one. Melbourne against Port Adelaide will be interesting. I am going to say Melbourne win that one though. I do think North Melbourne get the job done there over West Coast. We'll go a 5-point win for Richmond. Sydney with a good win over, it won't be that good, we'll say 12 points. Adelaide against the Bulldogs. I think we will see Adelaide beat the Bulldogs there. I think they'll, maybe not by that much. Wait, hang on. We'll go by 16. That'll do. That probably won't happen. I think it'll be closer. Collingwood and Brisbane. I think Collingwood do win that one. Essendon and Sydney. I think Sydney can close that one out. I think we'll see a 5-point win for Melbourne. I think we'll see a comfortable win for GWS. And then Hawthorn and Richmond. I think Hawthorn win that. St Kilda and Geelong. I think the Saints get a good win there with the Bulldogs. Adelaide, I think will win this one by 13. I do think Carlton will win that one. And then we're up to round 24, guys. So at the moment, we'll look at the top 8. Collingwood have all but secured the minor premiership, in my opinion. Obviously, these two teams, if Collingwood lose, could overtake them, with the for and against being pretty close. You've got the Lions, Gold Coast, Adelaide, and GWS all fighting for a top 4 spot. Port Adelaide do drop out of the 8, and St Kilda can't make it either. So the top 8 is locked in. The Wooden Spooners are locked in. Fremantle will win the Wooden Spoon unless they absolutely towel up whoever they play, and Geelong lose by a massive margin. All right, let's do this. Let's round out the 2024 season. Lions against Essendon. Lions with a big win here, in my opinion. Carlton and St Kilda. I do think the Blues win that one. We'll go 12-point win there. Geelong against West Coast. I think we'll see an upset here. West Coast winning that one. I think we'll see Hawthorn beat the Kangaroos. I think Collingwood beat Melbourne in this last game. I think we will see the Gold Coast Suns get a good win there. Sydney against Adelaide will be very interesting. I do think Sydney win that one though. Bulldogs and GWS. I think we'll see... I reckon Bulldogs cause a bit of an upset here. Fremantle and Port Adelaide. I think Power will win that one. So that is why I don't know why Sydney have moved on, but yeah, that is the top 8 locked in, guys. Collingwood, Sydney, Carlton, and the Lions that make up the top 4. Melbourne, Gold Coast, Adelaide, and GWS make up 5 through to 8, and then you can obviously see the bottom 10 teams. Sorry, getting confused with the NRL here. So a very close top 8, realistically. Like, if Adelaide won, that'd be pretty close to a top 4 finish. But yeah, or if Adelaide won one more game, sorry, that'd be pretty close to a top 4 finish. But yeah, very interesting. So I guess we will. I'll see you guys when I do the finals, which is still going to be in this video. It's just going to be a bit separate, so I can cut it up and make it look a bit better. So let's lock that in. Righto, guys, let's lock in my 2024 AFL Final Series now. So, look, it's already clicked the bloody swans for me. I don't know why it's done that. It won't let me take the bloody things off. But, yeah, let's talk about it. So, first game, qualifying final, Lions against the Pies. I am going to back the Lions in this one. I think that come finals time next year, I think they're going to be more prepared. I really, really do. I know, obviously I said earlier on that they'd struggle away from home, and I do believe that, but I think come finals time, this is going to turn into a different beast. So I am backing the Lions to beat Collingwood there. My apologies. Melbourne against the Giants. I'm going to back the Giants in an upset there as well. Obviously, the Demons will get the home game, but we saw how resilient the Giants were in finals, and I do think they get the job done over the Demons, so I am backing the Giants to win that one. Then we've got an interesting matchup. We've got the Gold Coast Suns against the Adelaide Crows. Very, very interesting game. Look, I think with the new coach, a new lease on life, I guess you could say, I generally believe the Suns can make a bit of a run in this final series. So I am going to back the Suns there. And then obviously the Swans at home, I think will be too strong for Carlton. Next up, we've got the Collingwood Magpies against the Giants. I don't see a run here. I think Collingwood do win that one. And then Carlton against the Suns. Very interesting matchup once again here. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to be very close. I don't see the Suns winning this one, though. I do think we will see the top 4 make it through to the preliminary finals. And I think the week off for both sides will do each side a world of good. So I do think the Lions and the Swans make the AFL Grand Final for 2024. And to round out my predictions, it's going to be a very close game, a very entertaining game, but I am going to pick the Brisbane Lions to win it all in 2024, beating a much improved Sydney Swans side. Guys, drop down below who you think is winning it all in 2024. Let me know your predictions. I'd love to hear from you. That is going to wrap it up from me, though, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.